G'day guys, Daniel here from DJC Sports, video blog number 4. Don't have a lot of time today, and I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to get to all the questions that you guys sent in yesterday, but I will get through 4 of them very quickly. First one comes in from Anthony Poisel. I hope I've pronounced your surname right, Anthony. Who is the best candidate for the Orioles leadoff man? In my position, it's Nick Markakis. It's pretty straightforward for me. Over his career, he hits .329 in the leadoff position and has an on-base percentage of .375. Those numbers speak for themselves. They're very good. In addition, in 2012, when he was required to lead off, what we got here, he hit .354 and had an on-base percentage of .426. They're fantastic figures. I think a lot of people forget that, given the concerns he had late last year. Markakis is only 30. Certainly won't be stealing as many bases as Nate did last year, but I think he's a very good candidate to lead off, and I'm pretty sure he will be there come opening day. Thanks, Anthony. Gareth Walsh has sent in, are you confident the Weeders contract will be resolved? Yeah, it will be. Those need him in 2014, and both parties will come to terms, I'm sure. Whether that happens in the next, I think it's 7 or 8 days, I'm not sure. But yeah, that will definitely be resolved. I'm 100% sure of that. Thanks, Gareth. Scott, when do you think the Orioles will get a new owner? It's an interesting question. Look, in my opinion, not in the immediate future, certainly not anytime soon. Look, from my point of view, the Orioles have had 2 of the best years in recent memory. I think it was 14 straight losing seasons. 2012, 2013 have been a huge improvement. So on-field, the results are taking care of themselves. Off-field, TV ratings are high, attendances at matches at games are high. I just can't see Angelos selling anytime soon. Of course, that can change very quickly. If the results start going down, then everything else gets affected. It's a flow-on effect. It's a pretty vicious downward spiral, so we'll see what happens, but I can't see that happening anytime soon. Scott, thanks for sending that question in. And the last one I'm going to get through today is from OG Fleece Johnson. I'm not sure if that's your name or a business. The question is projected batting order versus both left and right-handed pitching. From my point of view, the first 8 are pretty well self-explanatory. That'll be Markakis, Machado, Jones, Davis, Weeders, Hardy, David Lowe, Ryan Flaherty, and the only change I have will be the designated hitter. I have it Delman Young and Henry Urrutia. Against right-handed pitching, Urrutia hits, I know it's only limited sample size, but I think he's still got the good enough stuff. So against right-handed pitching, Urrutia hits .294, as opposed to Young who hits .274. Obviously Young's sample size is a lot bigger. So Urrutia against the right-handers. Against the left-handers, I've got Delman Young, who hits .303 in his career against left-handed pitching. Urrutia's down at .143. So I think that's how it'll start for the season. And obviously we've got an abundance we will have an abundance of quality down at AAA Norfolk. So if either of them aren't performing, then there's going to be some changes. Buck's not going to settle for it, especially this year. What looks to be a more competitive East. So that's the way I see the batting order starting, at least. I don't know how long it's going to last. So look, thanks guys for sending those 4 questions in. I've got a whole lot to get through. Probably try to get to that later this week sometime or early next week. Thanks again guys for following and the interaction on Twitter. Really support it. Really appreciate your support, sorry. Let's see what happens over the next few weeks before spring training starts. AJ Burnett, I haven't actually checked in the last couple of hours, but I don't think he's signed anywhere. I know the longer it drags on, the less I'm confident we're going to get him. As for Fernando Rodney, I think that race is run. I just can't see the O's signing him now. Who knows what will happen. So that obviously means that Tommy Hunter could be the closer, and we'll see how he goes during spring. And as for the 5th starter, Zach Britton, it looks like he's going to get a chance. Again, we'll see how he goes in spring. He's going to have some good competition from my fellow Aussie, Liam Hendricks, which again, his stats don't show he's great at the major league level, but he's young, he's got time on his side, and I think he's got some good stuff. So let's see how he goes in spring as well. Thanks again guys, speak to you soon.